Obviously, we were hearing from Eddie Hearn that when everything comes out, we'll all realise that Conor was probably innocent. Today it's come out that 2 tests from 2 separate occasions from a month apart, or at least a month apart, were both positive. And the only thing that they're saying is contamination is what was their excuse for it. What do you make of it?
Again, it's none of my business, so don't get involved. And again, like you're speaking to Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. I am my own man. I'm not a sheep. I don't follow the cliche of, oh, let's talk about someone because it's in fashion. I don't give a toss what they do. None of my business, lads. Keep this nose in what concerns me. And I don't get involved in other people's business. Period.
Right, okay, fair play.
None of my concern what Conor does. It's about 10 stone. He's not in my division. I don't focus on what they do in their lives. I've no interest what fertility drug they take. Don't care. Maybe he's trying for twins and he's taking IVF. I don't know.
Those, once again, are the words of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury as he, first of all, goes on a wild tangent on how it's none of his business. He sticks his nose, of course, or he keeps his nose in his own business. He's not in this weight class. I have nothing to do about him. I am not a sheep. I'm not going to talk about him. But maybe he's trying to get pregnant and have a set of twins. Look, Tyson never seems to amaze me. Of course, this is from True Gordy podcast as he was interviewed by True Gordy. As you guys heard what happened between those two and the interactions after this particular statement or comments, you know, from this part of the interview. But back to Conor Benn. Listen, even if you don't want to or not, Conor Benn is the talk of the time. He's the talk of the time. He's a talk in boxing because of what we found out about him. And not only what we found out about him, we found out what he did before this particular situation that got him in this particular situation. So I feel that it's going to rain down on Conor Benn. You know, it's going to happen. You know, Jarrell Miller had his time. Tyson Fury kind of had his time. But everybody was in the shit house at one point. I mean, it's just going to happen. And look, Conor Benn is not by himself. The only thing is, Conor Benn's time is now to be roasted. The fertility drug that he took, it was basically something that he constantly took. Okay, if you went from one thing and then you went to another thing, like Jarrell Miller, the same type of drug, EPO, I believe it was, that he had in his system twice. There, you know, it's hard to argue what you didn't do if people keep seeing the same things in your system that they saw before that got you in the situation, you know, at that time. Conor Benn, you know, I don't know. He has a long road ahead of him. I think it's going to run its course. I think people are going to respond the way they're going to respond, even though they pretend they won't respond or not going to respond like Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, did. Nonetheless, they're going to respond. And this is what we're dealing with. You know, we got everything from, you know, Conor Benn, you know, looking pregnant with the, you know, with the 8-month, 3rd trimester baby, you know, in his stomach, because, you know, it's actually some quite funny shit. Just like Jarrell Miller, you guys forget, you know, he said he had like Viagra or some type of penis pill, right, to help him get it up. So, you know, I mean, he went to that lengths because he said, man, I had problems with something else. It wasn't the fact that I was trying to improve myself to fight. It was in the fact I was trying to improve myself to... So listen. Funny stuff. It's going to happen. Conor Benn's getting it. You know, it's going to run its course, though. Nonetheless, you guys tell me what you think about Tyson the Gypsy King Fury saying that maybe Conor Benn is trying to have a set of twins. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.